Oh, I'm live. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday. Wednesday, June 22nd, 2020 is when we're doing this time together, but you may be watching it at another time, and so welcome. And I'm going to take this sweatshirt off as everybody pops in. Checking in, everybody. If you're here, check in. I want to say hi. Hi, Constance. Tarot Love Community is in the house. Suzanne. Constance. Sherry. False Teeth. Welcome. Good to see you. And Maura. Hello. Joanne. Hi, Ellen. Some of my members I see here. Blessings to you. Alexis. T. Jones. So as everybody's popping in, first of all, welcome. Julie. So how we work here, if you're new, just go ahead and pop a question in there on any anything current events, current topics. We're all into that here. Inquiring minds, right? So we love checking in on everything. So so pop your questions in. I star them, they go in a row, and we just start diving in. I did just catch on a snippet of news that the January 6th committee, hi T Barb, oh my goodness, that they are prolonging it probably, into July, so into the later summer. And when I had read on that before, that's what I felt. But I felt like it was purposed because they were getting they were like stalling because there was some information that possibly was coming in and more like this and that. And that's exactly how it's playing out. So they are getting more. Thank you. Gotcha, Joanne. Got your question. They're getting more information, more facts coming in. So that's interesting. And it's good enough information that they're prolonging it out. So that's something. I got you, Tony. Got you, Valeria. Valeria. Hi, 50 Shades. Yeah, so isn't that interesting? But good. It's important. So I'm going to go ahead and we can get started. And we will move through these questions. And I'm still clicking and doing the questions. So, all right, but we're going to get started. Might as well just dive right in, right? So good to see you guys. Welcome, family. And continued happy Pride Month. I get to say that for another week, right? Put my gear on. Happy Pride. Okay. Gotcha, Valeria. All right. Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. And when will Fani Willis present her case against Trump? Happy Pride. Yay. I missed my time in San Diego when we had Pride. It's huge. It's huge. And I remember when it wasn't, I remember when it was just a little tiny. And then by the time I moved, it was huge. All right. Fani Willis, Fannie Mae. You can tell I went to college. Remember the Fannie Mae loans, school loans? I'm assuming they're probably still the same, right? Okay. Fani Willis, present her case against Trump. I just pulling up a picture of her. So I wrote Fanny. I wrote the word Fanny and it came up Fannie Mae. Do you think my phone's listening to me? I literally wrote F-A-N and it came up Fannie Mae. Right, T-Barb? Okay. Why did it? Okay, that's the wrong person. What's happening here? Fani Willis. Okay, Fani Willis is an American attorney from the state of Georgia. She is, okay. I guess I'm out of the loop on this one, but that's okay. I can still read on this. It's all good. Oh, I see her. Okay. Now I recognize who this is. Just in case y'all are like me, here is Fani Willis. Her case against Trump. Let's take a look at that. Oh. So Suzanne, that's an interesting question. I'm going to star it. And I got your questions. Got them. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Dumbing it down for me, catching me up on the loop. Yeah, I knew. I always lose the names out there, but I know what you're talking about now. So will she present her case against Trump in regards to that? She's ready to go. She's ready to go with that. She's prepared. But there's some kind of pause in this. So let's find out about that pause. What's she waiting for? Because it's all prepared, ready to go. She's ready to jump on that when it's time. So maybe there's a better time to do that than another. Fani. Okay, Fani, thank you. I got to get that right. Fani Mae. Fani Willis. Yeah, so she's waiting right now because it's but she's waiting right now because of everything that's happening, I guess. Exactly what, but she will be bringing it out in the future. Okay, exactly what they said. So you're asking when. So there's a pause right now because of everything else going on right now. So you have the Five of Wands. There's some kind of conflict. So you don't want to bring this in when this is being talked about. So she's waiting for the exact right timing for that to bring it out. Then you have the Page of Swords bringing it out and the Queen of Pentacles. So she has it all prepared, just like they were showing me, ready to go when the timing's right. And she's going to bring everything to light that happened. So yes, in the future, she is, again, that's what the truth is coming out. She is going to present that case. And when it literally, it's timing. It's waiting for the exact right timing of it. And right now is not the timing. That could be it, T-Barb. Waiting. Could be waiting for the January 6th committee to end. We can do a timing card for fun. T. Jones says she's coordinating with the DOJ. Exactly. So there's like this timing of everything, because I feel like everything's getting in place here. And so with the January 6th committee, you have the DOJ, you have all that. And so it's all aligned. And I'm just trying to star as they run up the screen here, trying to catch them. All right. Timing on her bringing that out. But the good thing is it is coming out, and it's going to be the right timing. So. That's interesting. So I got January. I don't necessarily believe it's January, but I feel like after the January 6th deal is done. So I think T-Barb connected into that one. Yeah. All right. Oop, I'm sorry about banging that on the, that probably doesn't sound great. Okay. So again, welcome. If you're just popping in, if you're new here, you can throw in a question, and I star it and put it in line here. And the questions I don't get to, I'm actually going to do an uploaded video getting through doing some questions as well. So if I don't get to it on the live, I will address them later. Okay. All right, so now we're looking. Yay, poetic justice. Hi, Jeff. Jeff, you turned it into a 1 and 11. That's awesome. It keeps bouncing up and then back down to 111, but it's hovering right at a 111. All right. Will Ginni Thomas testify before the January 6th committee by video deposition? She does want to test. Isn't that interesting? She does want to testify, which she wants to speak her truth. The thing is I think, so will it be by video? You're wanting to know by video or in person? Okay. It's not. Exactly, Suzanne. That's the deal. People are not wanting her to testify because you know, Suzanne is saying Ginni is a loose cannon, and she cannot be trusted to testify live. That's the thing. And when I was first stepping in here, I was just like, she wants to, you know, because, you know, what do I have to hide? This is real. This is my truth, or whatever. She really is living that out. However, yeah, they don't want her to, because it's going to be, this is the, if she goes live, this is the outcome for her. Hangman, death, 7 of Cups, confusing illusion, illusion, her illusions are the end of her. And they know that. But I do believe they're going to I do believe they're maneuvering her in to testify. Will it be through video? Okay, so it looks like it will be through video. Yeah, so I don't feel like it's going to be a live thing. I do feel it's going to be a behind the closed door video thing. So that obviously is also tacking onto the time here. But I'm showing video. Yes, Mims. I love my Monopoly tarot deck. I don't know why. I don't get distracted by all the pictures. I can go a little bit faster with it. So I like to use it on, when I'm going through a bunch of questions. Because I don't get distracted by all the pictures. You know how I get distracted. Squirrel. Yeah, Tony, that's what I'm seeing here. Although they don't want her to, because it's literally like Suzanne said. Okay. Uh-oh. That's right. Valeria. Hello. Question. Will Stone drop information on DeSantis? Will Stone drop information? Gosh, she is just... Hello, Luna. Well, welcome. Welcome, Luna. You gonna hang out with us? You gonna come hang out with us? All right. Just gonna plop right down in front of us, right? He's a game player. He's calculating right now. He's not he's calculating. He's a game player calculating. When they were first showing me, he's like playing chess, and then he's playing some kind of game of life, and then he's playing this game and that game, and now he has now they're showing me, and he has cards in his hand, and he's like, all right, now I'm going to play this card. Now I'm going to play this card. That's how they're showing me. Suzanne, I love my cat. She just adds joy. It's the only hard part is when you're going to go away and you need someone to take care of your cat while you're gone. All right. So I do believe he's just waiting for the right timing, or when do I need to play this card type of feel to him. But let's take a look at some cards here. But he is just kind of waiting to do that. Yeah. He's got some cards in his hands. He's waiting for the right time to reveal, to be able to use it to help himself out, right? So he's just waiting to reveal what he has on people for the right timing that will help himself out. But I do feel like it's there, and in that he will do it, but in the right timing that will help himself out, or protect himself, help himself out, whatever that is. He's not going to jump the gun and play that card before it's ready to play, so to speak. But the energy is leaning that direction. Right now, yeah. I know, Melissa, gracing herself with gracing her highness with us, huh, Luna? She's so funny. She's so funny. All right. How will the footage from Alex Holder come into play with the January 6th committee? Hello, Wiki. I want Bannon off the air, right, Anne? Has he been on? Shooting his hot air around? So Suzanne says the footage will be epic. So is this from the documentary that we're talking about? Okay. He's a filmmaker. Yes. Okay. Thank you. So I know that they're going to be using parts of it. We're going to see parts of it. I think that they're literally using parts of his video to get deeper understanding of things. So what I'm being shown here is there's bits and pieces of it that could be contradictory to what has been already spoken on the January 6th. So they're kind of wanting to look into that. So they are using his, and we may see they may play parts of it, but or use, if they can, borrow parts of it. But I know that they're watching parts of it, what I'm being shown, to get more information. And that's part of the stall. That's part of the stall. That's part of why we're moving into July, to see more of these things. Is some of this document, some of this that's been documented that will be on this film. Okay. Yeah, so they're going to use it. Yeah, to bring more things to light. Oh my gosh. Whoa, wait a minute. Didn't this happen to us before, you guys, where literally in reading on the January 6th committee and what's coming out of this, did I get like 6 major arcana cards in a row? Hello. But yes, they're using this information on the 2 cards that aren't major arcana. They're using the information from this film. Absolutely. And I feel like, gosh, with all these cards, it could be quite a bit of a positive game changer for them in highlighting this guy, which is always the orange guy, 45, really bringing in a new understanding, a new light to things, seeing things from a total different view, bringing in that whole new view there. This is a game changer. Yeah, so it's going to be major part of the, yeah, whoa, right, you guys? You don't get, I shuffle these cards very well, and I put them in separate. And so for them to come out all together, it's happened twice here for us, and it's in regards to the January 6th committee and all the stuff coming out. So, wow. Yeah. So, yay, Alex Holder. Change in history, a part of history, being a part of it. Whew. Justice is coming. All right. Hi, Chris. Will Brittany Griner be healthy when she is released from Russia? Okay, so we're going to look in that in just a second, but I want to say hello to everyone who's just popped in. Welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't, because I'm trying to pop myself over top of the 7,000 mark. It seems to just hover right below that. I'm sure there's, maybe I need some life coaching or something to help me over the top of keep moving, keep my numbers moving up. That's right, Suze. They've got the fuckery on film. That is correct. Yeah. All right, Brittany. Let's talk to Brittany here. Brittany, how you doing, Mama? All right. This sucks. And it depends on what you mean by healthy. That's true. Yeah, Diane, they are. I know, Tony. Every time I do a collab with Linda, my numbers go up. But I don't want to, everybody asks Linda to collab. So I like to give it a little break in between. I know, Libra. I love reading with Linda, and I will ask her on. I know, Mimi. He does that. He has a lot of. So with Brittany, I mean, we can send her love and light. The tough part is like, you're like, okay, you're pulling in to kind of survive something, right? And so it's like, okay, I can do this. I can survive this. I can get through this. That hope to get released. But they really work on you to make you lose hope there. I do feel like I see angels around her. I see loved ones, her loved ones, past loved ones around her. And, just really working in her energy. As far as health, so her physical being, I feel like she's going to be able to really pull it back physically. It's going to be more emotional for her. She's strong. Just subscribe. Wishing you clarity on your interpretation. Linda G is by far my pure soul. Wish others would be. There you go, Quiet Kate. Well, thank you for subscribing. And I love reading with Linda. She just brings a very loving, fun energy to the table, and she loves and supports everyone, and I love that. So, we need to continue to send her that love and light and pray for her while she's there. Let's look at her release. I do see a release for her. Yeah, I absolutely do see a release for her and new beginnings. People stepping in and making that happen for her, and that release is going to happen for her. So they are going to take action and bring her home. Okay. And second chances coming in for her, people coming together to bring her home. And also to get her back in track. So I don't feel like she's just going to come home and, be alone in her stuff and try to reacclimate. She's going to have a team around her to help her with that transition coming home. But I do see her coming home. So, but let's pray for her. Let's pray for that she sees that hope, or that she feels that hope. You're in this horrible circumstances and you're like, I don't know why, but I was hopeful, and I knew. That's what we need to continue to pray in for her. Okay. All right. Hi, Sheila, Spirit Messenger, and Tarot. Oh, let's look at tomorrow's January 6th hearing. What's going to happen tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow. What do we got going tomorrow in the January 6th committee? I do feel kind of, I feel like we might see something new tomorrow as far as the energy. And you guys can help me with this because we're sharing this together. Well, let's figure this out together. What I'm being shown is the committee, and they're kind of like, we just brought in something that you guys didn't see coming. That's the feel I get here. Yeah, I know, right, Shay Kitty? So I feel like if they do have their hearing tomorrow, if they don't postpone it or something, if they do have it, there's something that they're bringing forth. They're like, yeah, we have this to show you now. Like you didn't. It's something new. That's all I can wrap my mind around what I'm being shown here with them. Kind of, you didn't see that one coming, did you? That type of feel to it. Yeah, good vibe for tomorrow. Yeah. So let's look. Oh yeah. I'm just going to show you. So we have the 8 of Wands coming in. So there's solid information coming in. yeah, people that others are not going to like what whoever is coming in with this tomorrow. Flynn's better. Yeah, like a bomb. Interesting. Okay, so that's what you guys are getting to. I feel like so I just want to show you guys what I'm looking at here. You have the Eight of Wands, the Strength card. So very strong with this. So that's right, T-Barb. Sing it. Zippity doo-dah. Now that song is stuck in my head. Yeah, so I feel like they have to finish like that, because if they're pausing now until you know, into July, it's gonna feel like, yeah, you guys didn't see that coming or whatever, right, Sandra? Let's get a little more information on tomorrow's hearing. Okay. Yeah, so they're definitely, so they're going to leave it like that, whatever, because they're still developing. They're still developing their case. Interesting enough, even though it's going and they're showing us all this stuff, and we're like, this is enough, right? Like, I would think, what else do you? I mean, this is, but I guess they're talking about more people. But again, you guys, more and more major arcana cards coming in for this. But they're staying on top of it. They're continuing to develop, but tomorrow we're going to walk away feeling pretty good about it. Very solid. They've done they're doing their job. They're doing it well, and they're going to continue. They're continuing to develop it, but there's something. I'll be interested to see what this snickering is about. Yeah, interesting. Thank you, T-Barb. Okay. I know, every single day they get something new. It'll be interesting. But yeah, good stuff. Thanks, T. Jones. Tony. All right. How will George Clooney's documentary affect Jim Jordan's career as a congressman and in upcoming elections? So that's interesting. This is a great question. I thought of this question before when I saw he was doing this. And I thought, you know, good for him. You know, it's like he's using his platform, right? He's using his platform for the good. And I like seeing that. Yeah, the floodgates opened. Right, Pamela? Okay. So how is this going to affect Jim Jordan? Let's take a look. He's a goofball. I was looking at Jim Jordan right now, and it's just... All right. So George Clooney took this this meant a lot to him to expose or to present this. This meant a lot to him. It's almost like he didn't even, like, even if it didn't make any money, that wasn't the point for him. The point is that he wanted to, this was like a call, like it's something in him that pushed him towards this. So the cards that I threw shows kind of like the other side of this, but I want to know, how is Jim Jordan going to fare after this? How is he going to fare? What's the outcome of this to him? Yeah, he's... Yeah. So we have, as far as what's happening to him, he is it literally, I don't know how else you read this, but you have the Six of Wands in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. You've lost friends. You've lost your position, you're unpopular, loss of reputation, defeated, fall from grace, literally, with the Six of Wands in reverse. That's literally fall from grace. So that's what this is going to cause. And it's going to cause him to lose his place and his friends and a lot of people. And and he can't get out of this. It's going to put him on the defense. This is the Nine of Pentacles. However, in regards to right next to the Six of Wands in reverse, to me is saying that he's lost that grounding. And yeah, so anyway, that's what we see with him. It's definitely not positive things. Are we going to see justice for, it will be, I mean, justice as much as justice, you can get justice for victims. It's better than nothing, right? So yay, George Clooney, for standing up and doing this. Okay. Okay. So Suzanne, this is so interesting to me that you're asking this question. Does Jesus have a message for us? Now, in the next 72 hours, I feel like in the next 48 hours, let's say, next 2 days, there's going to be a video dropped in from David Johnson. And because we did a video together, we did a whatever, and literally there was a message that came in from Jesus. Now I talked about this, so I kind of want to leave it for that video. But I do have a members only after this, and I can tell you a little bit more about it, Suzanne. But I encourage everybody, if they want to have, experience this whole thing that David is doing. David Johnson, I'm sure you all are subscribed to him already. But I made it, I just want to make it clear that we can all chit chat and hang out with Jesus. This is not a claim that I am channeling Jesus. No, I just have a relationship, and I've always communicated back and forth with Jesus, and receive love and support and messages for myself. And so everyone can have that with Jesus. So I'm not claiming any of that. I'm just, the opportunity is there for you too, to connect. And if you would like to receive messages from Jesus. Okay. Anyways, so that video is going to be dropping in the next couple days. So yeah, be looking for that. And there is a message in there. So interesting, Suzanne, that you asked that. Of course, I don't think it's, I know that you are very psychic yourself, so that makes sense. Okay. Very good, Suzanne. I can't wait to tell you more about it, and also that you can watch that video that David's dropping or uploading or whatever. So I see a lot of you all talk to Jesus, so that's good. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not claiming that I'm channeling Jesus. I love Jesus. All right. Here we go. Who planted them? All right, Cheryl, this is a very interesting question, and people have been asking this for a long time. And, you know, who, what, when, where, and everybody has their ideas and like that. I want to really focus on will they be brought up on charges? See, a lot of you are, yeah. So looking forward to, yeah. So very interesting, because David felt that a lot of people needed this message, needed a message from Jesus too. So you guys, you see how you all are linked in. This is personal. Okay, so I thought, oh, it'd be fun to pull up my pendulum and ask, is this person who planted the pipe bomb a woman? Yes. Is this person who planted the pipe bomb a man? Yes. Obviously not wanting to tell me one way or the other. But let's take a look at yes, Pamela, that's Jesus is my gatekeeper. Mm-hmm. It could be, Cindy, it could be more than one person for sure. For sure. You know, that's what I thought. Oh, well, more than one person here. Okay, so let's take a look at bringing up on charges. Will they be brought up on charges? Yes. There's a bigger picture here. But yes, the you know, the overall answer is yes, but there's a large picture here. And so it's not just about that person who planted the bombs, it's the others that would be super important. Yeah, so it looks like they're trying to bring in the judgment that they're looking for. Of course, that person who planted the bomb is, that's important. However, they're not the important people that they want to take down. So I know that we're focused on this one person, but there's a connection there that they're looking at the broader picture here, because they want to here's all the choices. You have the 7 of Cups, and you're like, okay, so here's one thing we can do, but is that going to give us what we really want? We can take down the person who planted the bomb, but we have to do this carefully, because who we really want is all these other people, and who are connected to 45 here, right? So we need to just sit back and watch. They're staying on top of this. They are going to bring that judgment, but they want all those connection that they don't want the pizza delivery guy. They want the owner of the pizza place. Does that make sense? So it's going to take a minute, but yes, they are moving forward. This, and victory will be had. Yeah, the diversion. Yeah, Chris. So that is what's coming out of this. So I guess it's more than one person, and they're looking for more than one person here. All right. Well, here we go. This is a great question, Chris. Well, as we look into this question, y'all, I just keep praying for protection, and surround these poll workers, election workers, protection, love, light around them. You're welcome, Cheryl. Oh, Scott in the house. Hi, Scott. Okay. Will Congress make laws to protect election workers? I feel like, unfortunately, right now it's still left up to the individual states. They're showing me individual states. So I'm assuming if they're showing me those individual states, that means it's up to the individual states at this point. However, that being said, they will take threat if there's threats. I feel they'll make it federal, but I don't know about Congress making laws. So let's check on that. They're just kind of showing me how it's going to play out right now. They're taking this serious. They're going to pop up protection here, but making it a law in Congress. Let's take a look. I'm going to shuffle again on this. Making it a law. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's not something that oh, yay, T-Barb. Welcome. like so when this shows up sometimes, if you get this in, like, if someone's asking about a relationship, which is really interesting here because I have all the relationship cards. But when there's a relationship and you have the Three of Cups involved, that means there's three is a party. That means not three is a party. Three is a crowd. That means possibly needing to stay out of that. They don't, because it doesn't look like this is not a win right now. But I do feel in the future they will do something. You have the Wheel of Fortune there, but as it goes right now, I feel like they're just leaving the states with the election workers. So I did hear that they may put something like in the docket. It's all kind of convoluted, Chris. It's so weird. It's all over the place. I don't know if they're going to try to sneak it in somehow or do something, finagle something. They should be. Election workers should be protected by federal laws. Hands down. I agree. So I don't know why they would be leaving. But, voting should be a federal law as well. We should be all allowed to vote, right? But they leave that up to the individual states as well. How the voting process. So much needs to be done. Yeah. I do feel that eventually they are going to take a look at this. There's just a lot of conflict right now in regards to this. If they do anything, it's not going to be enough. So it's just what they can do. Right now, it's not going to be enough. I do feel that they will try to do something. But it is conflict and stress and all of that. You have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. It's just one of those things that will be a fight with, anything that we want to do is going to be tried to be stopped by, because who knows, anything to do with elections, even protection of the workers. I mean, does that even make sense? It's like, gosh. These Republicans, the GOP, a lot of blood on their hands, you guys. A lot of blood on their hands. And they don't even think so. They just, politics. Okay, so could they make it a federal crime? Okay, so. They make it a... So if they do get something through, it's not going to be what we want. Can they make it a federal crime? Okay. Oh boy. Not right now. They want to move in that direction though. You're on the right track, Constance. But I feel like there's too many shadow players. Right, Chris? I guess it's just not that easy to just, let's make this a federal crime. I guess it's just not that easy. Okay. Okay, Giselle. Oh, that's a good question. Let's look, Giselle, I'm sorry. Let's look at this because since we're on this topic right now, we're going to look at this. Will some individual states enact laws protecting poll workers or I feel like they will. I'm seeing they will. Yep. Yep. Yes. I'm getting yes. I'm getting yes, yes, yes. I have the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see that individual states will enact laws. That has a much lighter feel to it, even just stepping into that question. So yes. Wouldn't that be awesome, Kathleen? All right, so I'm going to stop and say hello to all you who just popped in. Hello and welcome. Love having you here. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get up over that 7,000 mark. Oh my gosh. All right. I think so too, Anne. Universal vote by mail. That'd be awesome. Awesome. Okay. Back to Giselle. All right. Are the people making death threats to honest people part of an organization group or just a bunch of loose cannons? I'm hearing that there's two parts to this. So let's take a look at those two parts. Could be both. Nope. Two parts to this. You have some fanatics. Ruminating on information over and over again, almost like they're in a cult. So that would make sense. There's two parts to this. So you have the organized group and the loose cannons. So you have these people who literally just because the information being fed, it's almost like a cult. And it's almost like an organized group, right? So that's what they're kind of showing me, that type of person. So it would be more like that. I feel like it's the loose cannons, if you're going to put it that way. So more the loose cannons, but it has a cult feel to it. So that makes sense to why you're asking the question, Giselle, because I think that's what you were feeling. You were tapping in on that group mentality there. But it's really kind of what they've been tapping into. It's the information coming in, it's becoming like a cult thing to them. What? That's crazy, Hilda. So he just comes out and says, I'm going to delay the mail in June. Like, what is that even? How can you even come out and say that and be okay with yourself? That's so weird. Okay, so back to the organizer. This is Candace. Yep. Loose cannon. I have the Knight of Wands. Acting first, thinking later. Totally loose cannon. Yeah. Okay. That's what we wanted to know. All right. Well, Mayor Pete, hi, Tony has great questions. Thank you, Tony. Always bringing those in for me. Will Mayor Pete run for VP in 2024 or later? So let's look at 2024. Will Mayor Pete run for VP in 2024? Let's see. Okay, well, he could be running in 2024, though, because that seems... I feel like I do see him in the White House at some point. Is it 2024? I'm not sure it's 2024. I think there's some future. He has something he wants to do in the future within the White House, but I'm not seeing 2024. There may be a shift for him, though, but right now he's where he's at. There may be a shift for him in 2024 within the White House, but however, as far as VP, I'm not seeing that. I feel like there's something futuristic for him in the in regards to VP or president or one of those in the future, but not in 2024. But Tony, you're catching his vibes, his desires, but it's not 2024. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking through the questions here. I missed some things here. I want to make sure I get click on those questions before they go too far. Sorry about that. Hi, Ian. Okay. Gloria Michaels, Ukraine, short-term, long-term. What does it look like? That's so cool, Ellen. Okay. All right. Ukraine, what does it look like in short? The resilience. I think the long term here, we have, if you're looking, I don't know what you mean by long term, but long term, I just feel built back better. You know what I mean? I just feel like it just a strength there. Of course, there's a lot of loss. They've lost a lot of history, historical buildings and history along with that. And but again, it's opening up energy. I know that loss is big, but it will open up energy to grow back even healthier and stronger. I don't know if that makes sense. But they're just showing me the phoenix here, the phoenix coming out of the dust, out of the ashes. So I want to look at short-term and long-term. So we're going to do a little look-see. Short-term and long-term. Long-term. So, yeah. They remain their resilience. They remain in so much hope, even though they, the one thing I'm looking at here, the words I'm looking at is darkest before the dawn. So you're right, Gloria. It does feel bleak and look bad for the short term right now, what we're looking at currently. But I do feel a shift coming in this. Yeah. And I see, I see people coming in. And okay, so this is the short term, what we're looking at. And it's, here they are, and they just are the people, the land, the energy there. There's some kind of divine something about them and the resilience that they bring. But this is what they're going through right now. And that the words darkest before the dawn hit me. And they're this grief and loss. I mean, not only what they lost physically, but each other. They lost so many of their loved ones, their family, all that taken. So this is what they're living through right now. And this is what we need to be praying for. This is what we need to be stepping into their energy and just sending out love and light and healing within the energy. We always talk about praying for. Let's pray with. So long term, we're looking at independence. And I love that coming in for them, for the independence feel to that. You have the Nine of Pentacles, that foundation, building that back up where they have their independence. And I also see other countries connecting in with them and helping them rebuild. And but I see them reconnecting and getting back into celebrating them as this beautiful country and people. But yeah, people coming along, other countries coming alongside to help them rebuild and step into their independence. Thank you, Gloria, for that question. So let's pray with our brothers and sisters and country of Ukraine. Okay. Right. I do too, Chris. It's so interesting, Gloria. I almost wore my t-shirt today, my Ukraine t-shirt. All right. Has anybody... Hi, Caroline. Has anyone checked on what's happening with Eric Prince lately? So tell me a little bit more about what we're dealing with Eric Prince. He's like, is he the former head of the Blackwater Worldwide? He was of Blackwater Worldwide, and he's the brother of Secretary Betsy DeVoe. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was her brother. I don't know if Caroline is still hanging out with us, but he's a former Navy SEAL. Okay. I got you starting. He's not in the country. I feel like he's out in the Middle East. Okay, so Pamela's already tapping in, feels he's... So Eric Prince is a nasty piece of work. Melissa says, Eric Prince always seems to stay on the outskirts, never... Well, I mean, if he was he's a Navy SEAL. He formerly worked with ex-spies, Blackwater, private security firm Blackwater. Prince has been... Okay. Okay, so what's going on with him? You know, I just heard the word underground. Trying to be without a trace. It's so weird. Okay, I'm just going to throw cards on him. Without a trace. Underground without a trace. He is not a good guy. I do feel that he's on a watch list. Are people trying to find him? I feel like he's on I'm getting a sense of a watch list for him. Like most wanted or something. Is he most wanted? I don't know enough about him. Okay, so he's not like, so, but he's not a good guy. I mean, you know, you get the King of Swords in reverse. Isn't that like a tyrant? He's like a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Narcissistic to the max, bad guy. He's up to something, but I do feel, and that's Empress. We have 3 major arcana cards again in just like a little baby reading. And he's trying to plan. He's always planning something, trying to do something. Shows he's a bad guy. I heard he was underground and trying to be untraceable right now. I feel like he's working with a group of people. I feel like it would be in it would be in the Middle East somewhere. Yeah, so he's still moving and shaking and doing stuff, but he's underground. He's behind the unmarked mercenaries all over the world. Okay, that makes sense to his energies, Caroline, because it's just weird. He's a weapon stealer. That's what I was seeing him doing. Okay, so that's where he was doing some dealing. Would it be in the Middle East, you guys? See, because this is kind of a little, obviously you can see out of my wheelhouse. He's under investigation. He's a mercenary. Has an army for hire. I wouldn't be surprised if these people are fighting on Russian side. Oh, wow. Oh, he could be providing security to Saudi prince or the sheikh. Okay, something. That's where I saw him in that part of the country. He could be, like you said, he's all over, but that's, if I'm checking into his energy today and they're giving me that visual, yeah, somewhere there. Could be United Emirates or Dubai. Yeah, I don't know. Just that part of the area. He's okay. Well, Caroline, well. Okay, so in regards to where he's at, if this helps anybody, the people he's talking to, they do wear something on their heads, and it would be like and it's interesting, I'm being shown a color, but like a light blue and white checkered. So if that helps anybody, that's what I'm seeing. He's working with them, doing dealings. But he always has something going. He's all over the place. But I bet if they were going to look for him today, he's there. So, yeah, Tony, I don't know. Someone who this is more in their wheelhouse than me. I feel Mims feels Saudi. I mean, I guess we could look up that type of, and that color that you would wear, the blue, the blue and white checkered. Okay. you guys are going, oh my God, what is she talking about? I tell you, I can only give you what I'm seeing. I can only tell you what I'm seeing. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, Hilda. Tony says Israel colors are white and blue. So that Palestine's wear the headscarves. Okay. Giselle says Saudis are red and white. And Tony says the Saudis and sheiks tend to wear the white and red. Interesting. Ellen says some of the Arabs were black and white checkered. So, I mean, I'm seeing checkered. Maybe I got the color wrong, but I kept seeing the color, but I might be wrong. A. All right. So this is the last question, and then for today. But I'm keeping all the questions, and I'm going to do I'm going to go through questions and upload them. Okay, just on my own. So any questions I have starred, I will get to them, but they will be in like an uploaded video. Will police chief Erdando face criminal charges for holding back the police from going in to save the Uvalde babies? I feel like it's almost like a position of resign. Like he's gonna have to. I feel like I've checked into this before, and I saw him being required to resign. But let's see if he's going to have charges against him. Will he have charges against him? Okay, well, he might have charges against him. Oh, you have a visitor at the door, Pamela. All right. Pop in if you can. We have some discussion. We have some discussing to do. Discussing to do. Yeah, he's not going to have I saw him having to do that, but let's see if they're going to hold some criminal charges against him. What is he hiding? There may be some charges against him. I don't know how it's going to play out, because we do have the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands in reverse, but we also have the Ten of Swords. So he may be held accountable, but I don't know how they're going to proceed with this, because there's some other hidden stuff. It goes deeper than this. So it goes deeper than this. Is he part? And so I did see a question come up. Is he part of the hygiene? Cold blue and white checkered. Oh, royalty. Yes, Suzanne. That feels right. That feels right, Suzanne. I was wanting to see Diane. Yeah, Diane said is the cartel. That's what I wanted to look at. Because I feel like there's a lot of secrets. This goes deeper than what we're seeing here. But but that's not why he didn't respond. There's other issues behind that, and he will be resigning. I just it almost feels a little bit separate, but let's take a look. Cartel. Ooh. It's not really saying. I do feel I don't know if I feel like maybe, do you think maybe, Diane, they kind of own him? They were both the Border Patrol. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, Diane. They may have you know how we always talk about all these people that are owned by the NRA, so they're owned by gas and oil, dark money, and all that, and that's how they run the country, because hey, you need to vote this way because I paid you $1 million, like that. And that's the feel I have with him. Maybe they manipulate him because of something. I don't think he's part of the cartel, but I feel like he's in a situation where it's a no-win situation for him because of something kind of like blackmail or beholden, those words, something like that. Maybe fear, but he doesn't. He's not a part of the group. He's independent. However, they own him. I feel like they own him. And he lives in that conflict between the two worlds. Somehow they own him. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting bits and pieces. So I don't have the whole story, and it's out of my wheelhouse, but you guys can put it in line where it fits the whole story to complete it. But that's what I'm getting. All right, guys, super fun hanging out, and blessings to you. And we will see you all next time. And again, any questions you throw in, and even in the comments. So if you don't hit the live stream comments with your questions, please put comments underneath, because I am doing a couple different uploaded videos that will come out later. So I want as many questions as possible so I can do a few videos to upload. Okay. Love you guys. And remember to continue to pray with our beautiful people in Ukraine, and also with all those who involved with the Uvalde case. Okay. Hugging you. Blessings. Stay safe.